So was it just a flu? You think?
No, it's not a flu. No, not a chance. I didn't have a fever. I don't know.
You don't know.
My best guess is just a little rundown from the season. That's my best guess, and maybe having a little bit too much good rich food Monday and Tuesday just did it for my stomach, and I think that could be the case. I don't know what it is. I've heard this stomach virus going on, but I feel okay today, so feels like it would have been too quick of a turnaround for a virus.
Just you this week, or Kelly and Cafe here?
No, it's just me. Oh no, they're here, but it's just me feeling like this. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
How do you feel compared to when you tested positive for COVID?
Is anybody out there thinking I have COVID?
No, I
God, I feel worse now than when I tested positive for COVID. Yeah, way worse. Way worse. Yeah, I mean, when I that Saturday I couldn't have given you any more diagnosis than maybe a light cold, based on what I was feeling that day, or throughout the whole process. To be honest, I would have never guessed it was COVID. So yeah, I feel way worse right now than I did.
Given that the Ryder Cup is next week, did you consider withdrawing?
Yes and no. Because what I do, I mean, it's a stress with the baby to pack up, go back home, try to practice at home, and then fly again on Monday. It just feels. I felt like, I'm gonna get better in due time, whether I play here or not, and I'd rather get competition rounds in, at least for the mental aspect of the Ryder Cup. And right now, Arizona, I mean, it's hot. They're watering the courses a lot to keep the Bermuda in proper shape for the season, right? So everything's a little bit slower, a little bit longer. So it plays nothing like Whistling Straits would. So and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to come here, because at least I'm playing a championship golf course. It's firm, it's fast, So I feel like for at least the mental aspect of it, it's better to stay here.
Are you pushing electrolytes and doing that stuff, or what are you doing to sort of recover?
Oh yeah, well I mean I didn't eat anything on the golf course today, and I usually eat quite a bit. So. I just mentally, I didn't have the mental clarity I usually have. It was a bit of a battle in that sense. That's why probably on the greens it wasn't my best day. But again, it is what it is. I've dealt with worse. I think a lot of people out there have played with worse. Tiger Woods won a U.S. Open with a broken knee. So I'm okay. Like I said, get a good meal now, and try to fix a little bit of the feel that I have on the greens. It could have been a better putting day, and I would have made an okay round. So I'm not feeling too bad, honestly. It's not that bad. I think I'm just a little run down, a little tired. Good meal tonight, and now and a good night's sleep, and I'll be okay.
All right, Jon, thank you. Appreciate it.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like they had another question. That's
One
fine.
quick one.
Yeah.
For next week, you're playing with a guy, Victor Hoffman, who looks like he's going to be playing a lot of these things for years to come. I just was wondering how much experience you've had playing with him and what your thoughts are on just
I haven't played too much with him, but he's an absolute ball striking machine, which that's good. That's a pretty good trait to have in golf. He's a great player. Obviously, he's won early on. I think he has 2 wins, right? I think Puerto Rico and Mayakoba, right? Mayakoba being a golf course where you need to actually hit it really well to the green. You need to make putts. So he's got the complete game, and at his young career, early on, he's played great, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be a great addition for the European team.
And then you played 3 rounds with Cantlay. I'm just wondering, you've had some time to reflect on that.
Mm-hmm.
You said some nice things about him after the round.
Mm-hmm.
Just was wondering your thoughts on his game after watching it for 54 holes.
I mean, he's one of those guys who just doesn't really have a flaw, right? He drives it well, iron game's well, short game's good, and putting has been outstanding in his case in the playoffs. So you wouldn't say, and I don't know the stats, right? I mean, sometimes you remember the people that are the best at some things, right? You think, oh, Bryson or Rory are the best of the tee, this person's the best at something. I think some of the more dangerous guys out there are the ones that are maybe top 30 on every single category. Nothing's outstanding, but they're good at everything, and that's a really good recipe for golf. That's why they're always up there week in and week out. Another guy who's a really good friend of mine who's like that is Xander, right? He's an outstanding putter, but every other category he's up there, right? And again, that's where you need to be the best in the elite echelon of golf, and in a tournament like the Ryder Cup. Well, it's a little different. It's match play, but when you don't have many flaws, it's you're probably a good partner to pick and a good player to play with.
Jon, is not winning the Player of the Year going to be fuel to your fire?
Absolutely, yeah. I played really good this past season. I mean, I played amazing golf, and not that I wasn't believing on myself, but I didn't know if that was going to be a possibility for me since I was switching manufacturers in the middle of the season, right? And adjusted really quickly to Callaway material, played amazing golf, got my first major, had a breakthrough win, and what could have been better if certain unfortunate situations didn't happen, right? I could have had maybe one more win and the chance to compete for a medal. So to think back on the year I had, what is it, 15? I'm gonna say 16 top 10s. I'm pretty sure Memorial would have finished top 10, 16 top 10s, and the major win and be as solid as I played all year. And to think that it could have been better does nothing but motivate me. I know I can get better, and I do pride myself in consistency. So seeing all those top 10s, it's a job well done. But hopefully next year I can add a couple of more W's to the stats.
You got a hole-in-one here a few years ago at Silverado. And what kind of excites you about this golf course, John, when you return to this property and play this venue?
It was my first ever hole-in-one, so some good memories, especially when I stepped on it on 11 early on. To be fair, the golf course I played 5 years ago was completely different because we had so much rain. It's not even comparable. So, like I said earlier, I think it's a great prep for tournament golf. Right? It's tight off the tee, and you need to be accurate with your iron shots. If you put it on the fairway, though, you're going to be able to score. Right? You have short irons into the greens, and when you have short irons, if you're being decently accurate, you have some good options. So it all starts off the tee, especially when the fairways are this fast, and that's why it came. It's a challenge, and gotta get ready for next week.
Thank you for that line
Thank you.
brought to the media room.
Oh, thank you.
Anything else?
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John.
All right, thanks, John.